Hi guys, Chris here and you're watching Here We Are Running, and welcome back to the channel for another week of ultramarathon training as I continue my training for the North Downs Way 50 happening on the 22nd of May. And it's double trouble this week guys, because we are doing our first double long run weekend. Oh yeah, it's also double trouble because Paul's joining me for this run. We're actually on the Millennium Trail. We're at the start of the Millennium Trail. It's a trail that runs through Reigate and Banstead area. You wouldn't know it, there's no sign for it here, but that's where we are at the moment. We're going to be running from the Banstead area back towards Reigate. We've already come out to here, so we're now on our way back. Now this route has a lot of open countryside. It also goes through some residential areas on alleyways like this. But it's quite a nice route actually. It's not used a lot. It's not that well known in the area really. But yeah, we've obviously started in Banstead, heading towards Reigate. I've kind of conned Paul actually to come out today because he hasn't done a long run like this for a long time. In fact, he's just told me he's never done a long run as long as this is going to be. So I said to him, I'm probably doing about 30 kilometers, but I can do a bit over half marathon distance with you, and then I can tag us some on later. I didn't tell him how far over half marathon distance it was going to be, and to get from Reigate to right, then the GoPro battery died out, so I've just changed the GoPro battery to my old GoPro battery, which has hardly got any charge at all. Schoolboy error on my part, I did not charge the GoPro up before I came out for the run. So unfortunately, you're not going to see much of this trail. I will come out on another time, I'm sure, and you get to see the beauty of the countryside then. But yeah, look at this. That's where we're running today. Just running across the golf course, not a golfer in sight at the moment. That will change hopefully in a few weeks when they allow golf courses to open up again. He's running up the hill. He's just not got into this ultra marathon training, has he? Running the hills. No, we don't run the hills. We walk the hills. He's only got to wait for me at the top. Right, so decided not to tag any extra distance onto the end of that run. It just became an out and back run, totaling 27 kilometers out on the trails on a Saturday morning. And well done to Paul, because that's his longest ever run, both in terms of distance and time. Suspect his legs are probably feeling it today. So it's Sunday today. Now some of you will have been watching the live stream that I just did on Zwift. The idea was to do the half marathon that was taking place, climbing up Ventop, the toughest climb on Zwift, and quite an unusual event to have that taking place. It was an annual event actually, celebrating St. Patrick's Day, and it was all going so well for me. I was doing really well. I was feeling reasonably comfortable. I must say that we put our incline on in this event, and there's plenty of it. So I was following the guides that appeared on the screen, putting my incline on, and adjusting the pace as I needed to. We got over halfway, and then all of a sudden the treadmill disconnected from the app on my phone that connects me to Zwift. So I stopped moving. Could I solve the technical issue? No, I couldn't. It means I had to DNF the event, and I still can't get it working. So I do not know what has happened, but I've been having a few issues at the latter part of this week with connecting to Zwift, and as a result of that, I now can't even get back on it at all. So I'll have to probably talk to the developer of the app that I use to see if he's got any ideas about why it's now not working. Anyway, that was a bit of a disappointing end to the week, but let's put up on screen now the runs that I did earlier in the week. And first thing you'll notice is we did some running every day of the week. Monday's normally a rest day, but because I did the marathon last Saturday, I took Sunday as a rest day and then took Monday as more of an active recovery type of day. It meant that actually my legs had recovered a lot by Tuesday. They were feeling it a bit on Monday, but by Tuesday things were actually okay. Noticeable things to mention, I did do a climbing event on Zwift on Wednesday morning. Now this was the one I used to do and then couldn't do because the school run got in the way, but with the clocks changing in America, it means that we've got a couple of weeks before the clocks change over here in the UK, where this event is actually happening starting at 7:05 in the morning instead of 8:05. So finish by 8 means I can go out and do the school run and still get the run in on Zwift on a Wednesday morning. So that was quite enjoyable. But then I went for my double run. It was going to be outside on Wednesday. It started tipping down with rain. So instead I thought, I'll just get on the treadmill again and I'll do a run Wednesday lunchtime on the treadmill. And that's when my problems connecting with Zwift started. On that run, I was just getting kind of dropouts which lasted 1 or 2 seconds, but it was quite annoying. And I was thinking, that's not good. That's never happened before. What do I do? Anyway, I didn't attempt to run on Zwift again until today, and I used a different phone, thinking that it was a phone problem. But as I say, had all sorts of problems after the halfway stage, worse than what was going on Wednesday. So we then had runs on Thursday and Friday. Friday's one, I'm really enjoying this particular run. It's a kind of double climb run where I climb up Reigate Hill, I run back down, I run along the bottom of Reigate Hill, Collie Hill, and then I go up Collie Hill, the really steep climb. You'll have seen it before probably. Now I have to walk that climb, but it's a really enjoyable run. It works out about 12 kilometers, and yeah, enjoyed that one on Friday. Saturday you've already seen, and then that takes us to today's run, Sunday. So I will put up on the screen now my total distance for the week, which has been cut short by perhaps 10 kilometers as a result of the issues that I had this afternoon during the live stream. But also the elevation, again, lower than I was perhaps expecting, but because I had built up quite a lot of elevation during the week already and got in, I think, over 600 meters of elevation on half of the run that I ended up doing this afternoon. Still a good amount of elevation for the whole week. So it was supposed to be a double weekend long run thing going on this week, and I suppose the distance I've ended up running on Sunday hasn't really made it a double long run weekend, but still, what can you do, eh? Technical issues. Because I can't get this working, it may be that I'm now, for the next week at least, going to have to do more of my running outside. Hopefully the weather's good for that, because you know me, I don't like to go out a lot in rainy, wet weather. We shall see. Anyway, guys, sorry about things not working out quite the way they should have done. I hope you found some enjoyment out of the video anyway. You're right up to date on my training. I still feel it's going well, and let's hope it continues that way going into next week. Guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please do give it a like. And if you're new around here, well, why not consider subscribing? But for now, guys, goodbye.